Would you like to increase your sales on Facebook Marketplace? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on just how to do that. I'm Brandy Sue, the Treasure Hunter. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Always start your post and renew your post on Saturday sometime around midday. For those of us who work during the week or have children, we're mostly likely going to be home on Saturday nights, bored, browsing Facebook, heading over to the marketplace and seeing what kind of deals we can make. So you're more likely to make a sale on Saturday and then on Sunday than you are during the week when we're tired and we're getting our kids ready for school the next day and we just don't have as much time to spend on Facebook shopping. 2 and 3 kind of go together. So avoid going out of your way to make a sale, especially if you are only profiting $10, $15 on it. How many times have you heard somebody say, I don't sell on Facebook Marketplace because they never show up? Well, I'm just not going to put up with that. Not at all. So I'm not going to go out of my way at all. If they want to purchase the item from me, they're getting a good deal anyway, then they have to make the effort. That means they have to come within a few minutes of my home for me to meet them. Now, what I really prefer though is for them to do a porch pickup, and that is tip number 3. Tip number 3 is consider a porch pickup, and I will share a picture of what my porch arrangement looks like right now. As you can see, I have provided a crate near my front door, and above my front door is a mailbox, and it has a sign on it that says, "Smile, you're on camera." Now, this should help lessen the chance that someone might take something without paying for it, but very nearby is an inexpensive internet camera pointing right at them. And I have sold over 50 items on Facebook Marketplace in the last 60 days, and no one has ever stolen anything from me. Now, in my listing, I don't say it's a porch pickup. I actually just list the cross streets. That lets them know approximately where they're going to be picking it up. And it's not until they give me a time that they're going to come that I actually give them my address. So I'll let them know that this is a porch pickup near this street and this street, and if they'll tell me when they are able to pick it up, I will happily send them my address, and they can leave the cash in our designated spot. For some people, this might be a mailbox. For other people, it might be underneath their doormat or under a planter. Whatever it is you have arranged privately with them, you're not announcing it to the world. Now, some people are like, why would you give a stranger your address? Well, we have yard sales, and strangers come into our yard and purchase things from us all the time. So that doesn't seem so strange. And also on Facebook Marketplace, you get to rate the buyer. So not only do you know their full name, you have access to their Facebook page, you also are going to get to rate them. So if somebody did something wonky, I'm not the only one that's going to know about it. Like, the whole Facebook world may know about it. And so I think people don't want to take that chance. Even if it was a little tempting, they'd know they'd never be able to buy on Facebook again because it would be all over the place not to sell to them. So it's not something that I concern myself with. And what's really great is if they come to my porch, they get to examine the item. And if they don't want it, they can just leave it. No hard feelings. And if they do want it, then they leave the money, and that's great. Most of the time I'm also home. So I go out and get the money, and I put it in my little treasure chest. I'll have to show that to y'all. And all is well. So I don't really worry about someone stealing the item or trying to hold me up, because most of the time they're not going to see me anyway. I have an exception to this rule, and that is if I'm selling something expensive. If I'm selling something expensive and more than $30 is going to change hands, then I like to do this in a public place like Walgreens, because they have cameras outside. I just feel very comfortable. If I'm working with a man to make a sale, then I will invite my husband along. I always believe in safety first, and I really don't feel like I'm taking any chances, because most of the people that I'm selling to are just moms on Facebook. I often chat with them. I find out that our kids go to school together. So locally, I definitely feel safe with the porch pickup, so that might be something you want to try. Number 4. Pictures do matter. I had some jewelry trees on Facebook, and I took okay pictures, but I didn't take the best pictures. But I thought, well, everybody knows what a jewelry tree looks like. Surely, they'll either want it or not want it. Well, after 3 weeks of it not selling 4 matching bird-themed jewelry trees, I thought, well, this is crazy. I am doing something wrong here. So I decided to just retake the pictures. I brought them outside and I sat them up against my wood fence, and I snapped some pictures outside in the bright light with the pretty kind of farmhouse fence behind it. Within 2 hours, they sold. They all sold to one lady. Maybe she's selling vintage jewelry online and would like to hang them on the trees. I don't know, but I do know that pictures matter. So if something isn't selling, consider taking new pictures and trying again. And last but not least, tip number 5. Take advantage of your local buy, sell, and trade groups. So what is great about Facebook Marketplace is that they allow you to do one ad for your item and then post it to up to 10 other local groups. You can find these groups by going to Facebook, and in your search bar, type the city of your name and then type buy, sell, and trade, or a combination, or one or the other. You might also try the name of your city plus yard sales or virtual yard sales, and you will find plenty of groups that you can join. Well, your Facebook Marketplace will automatically recognize that you are part of those groups, and they will offer them as a place for you to post to, and they'll do the posting for you. So you're only writing your ad one time, but you're getting exposure to all of these groups. Now, be warned that you do need to read the group's policies, because some of them will only allow you to post twice a day. And at that point, then you just have to strategically decide what you're going to post on those groups that day. I am Brainy Sue the Treasure Hunter, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up it, hit the bell, because I'm sure that there's going to be more great videos to come. Thank you for spending this time with me.